All right, all right, all right. If you're still awake, if you are still awake and you are ready to settle down for the night, it is tuck-in time with me. I am Sheena Major, and I'm a life coach, and I help people heal from unhealthy relationships so they learn to love themselves. I keep looking down at my phone because all these group me messages keep coming in. Lisa Smiles is so funny. If you're new to my channel, she's a natural hair care specialist on YouTube. And she's added to her repertoire. Not only does she do natural hair, she is a comedian. She's absolutely the funniest YouTube personality I have ever known, and maybe the funniest person. I mean, I think she just might be. So, what I've been doing is in the evening at night, I'm reading the book, One Day My Soul Just Opened Up. It's by Iyanla Vanzant. And it says 40 days and 40 nights towards spiritual strength and personal growth. So it's broken up into days. And today we're on day 4, which talks about meditation. So the way the book is outlined, she gives a working definition, and then she gives some commentary on what meditation is. And then there's some journaling prompts that I've answered as I've gone along in the reading of the book. So I'm going to read my personal entry, and then there's some affirmations. There's a let me remember part. And then the book is designed when you wake up in the morning. There's some um, or I'm sorry, there's evening meditations journal that I write about. So I hope I'm making sense. It's pretty late and I'm pretty tired, but I'm committed to reading in the evening, sometime between 10 and 10:30. It's a little later tonight because Lisa was on live, and we're going to be reading through. I'm going to be reading books to you that I've used throughout my healing journey, that I've already read and I think will be helpful and beneficial. So I'm just going to share with you some books that I've used to help me along on my journey. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Lisa. I just let the people know that you're not only a hair care specialist, but you're also a comedian. And listen, you're funny. There's no other way to put it. You're just funny. And I just get such a kick out of listening and now watching your impersonations. They are hilarious. Hi, Tracy Ann. Hi, Tracy Ann. Tracy Ann, I'm so proud of you. You were so vulnerable today on the call. And that melted my heart to just see your face and to see you open up. I was really thrilled about that. And I could tell you were getting a little choked up. And I was like, okay, that's good. You know, she's really pushing through that fear or nervousness of talking to people, like that, and opening up. So that was really nice to see. I said before you guys get on, we're on meditation tonight. So we're going to go through the definition, the commentary on it, and then I'll be reading to you the 2 sections of journal entries. And I don't know what they say because it was from years ago. So I'm going to put myself out there because I did not look through them. And then it has some affirmations, and then the let me remember section, and then some more journals. You were nervous, but you did it. And that makes me so happy. And it really does. It really does. I was just thrilled with the whole call. My day since I got off the call has been really full. I got off the call and then dealing with my youngest daughter, and then um I can't even remember what I did after. Oh, I made the video right after the call, and then dealing with Bren. She did another lemonade stand. You guys, she made another $22 today selling lemonade in the neighborhood. So I don't know. She's taking this very seriously, her little budgeting. And then I had a 2-hour group coaching call with a couple of my clients. And then I had to do my daughter's hair. Yeah, I had to put crochet in her hair and braid it. So my day's been full. My day's been full, and then I come up to make the live, and Lisa's still going with all her impersonations. But I'm telling you, I really needed the laugh. It was so good. And here I go again, forgetting to plug this thing in. Lord have mercy. All right, so I think that's it for, what does Lisa say, the church announcements. You see, this is the thing about going live. We built this community, so now there's all these things that are hilarious, and no one else knows. So I guess if you guys are watching my channel, you're just going to have to start watching Lisa's channel so you can get filled in. And the Debt Demolisher, what's Bryn doing to earn money? Oh, Bryn's been, for her birthday, she got a snow cone machine, so she's been making snow cones and selling them to the neighborhood kids. And today she teamed up with some other kids and was selling lemonade, and she made $22 today. Yeah, she put in about $15 in her bank account today, and she took out her 10% for tithes and her 20% for savings. So she's wrecking. Hi, Lisa H. I'm glad that you joined us tonight to get tucked in. Now, the ladies were a little, what is the word they say, crump or wild last night. So this is supposed to be a quiet time where we settle down. You know, we just take in some good old information and we relax. And yeah, thank you, Lisa. She did do good today. Yeah, so I think with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so just relax. Hopefully you're winding down from all the activity of the day. Is she described to mini millionaire? You know, Tracy, and see, that's why we need each other. You see, that never even crossed my mind, Tracy Ann. So I'm gonna let her know about her tomorrow. I sure will. I absolutely will. Now that was a good word, Tracy Ann. See there? See? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you're not meant to do life alone. The enemy wants to trick us and let us think, oh, we can be by ourselves out there trying to make these videos, and no, you can't do it by yourself. Okay, we need each other. We absolutely do. All right, so here we go. Oh, can you guys hear this calming music? Can someone let me know? Is it worth me playing this? Can you hear it? Can anybody hear it? Let's see. The chat usually comes up pretty quickly. All right, well, in any event, here we go. All right, very lightly. Okay, should I turn it up more? Do you like it? It's just playing on my phone. I don't know how So gets the music in the background. No, I can't. Huh. Oh, now look, now I went and pushed something and this other man's talking. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Now, if this is your first time on a tuck-in time, you're just going to have to be patient because we will get started. You know, you guys, I've learned that when the commercials come on, I just learn to take deep breaths. Can you believe how impatient we get because we have to wait 3 seconds for that commercial? All right, I'm afraid you're not going to be able to hear me. Hopefully you can. It's okay, Coach. Your voice is soothing enough. Tracy Ann, that's so nice. You all are all so nice. All right, here we go. Day 4. Honor the divine with meditation. Working definition. The principles we are working with today is stillness. It is now when I do this, I see Lisa in my head. Oh God, let me forgive me. Let me start over for those of you who don't know the impersonations that we're talking about. Honor the divine with meditation. Working definition. The principle we are working with today is stillness. It is accomplished through the act of meditation, which is stilling of the physical conscious mind to all external stimuli. Continuous contemplative thought given to truth, a steady effort of the mind to know and hear the voice of God from within the being, the act of not doing, and an attempt to expand the awareness of being. When we quiet the conscious mind to hear the divine presence. Commentary on meditation. In the beginning, we are tiny little beings with no eyes, ears, noses, or mouths. This means we are quiet. We don't know whether we are black or white, male or female, rich or poor, attractive or not. We do not work, but we do not think of ourselves as being lazy or non productive. We have no responsibilities to or for ourselves or others. We are not consciously aware that we know anything. Since we don't know that we do not think of ourselves as being inferior for not knowing. Let me read that again for those of you who are chatting and not focusing. We are not consciously aware that we know anything. Since we don't know that we do not think of ourselves as being inferior for not knowing. In the beginning, we are content to grow into life, into being. People understand that we are in a growth process and they leave us alone to grow on our own. If we are lucky in our do nothing, know nothing state, the people who know about us, those who know we are growing, are happy for us and about us. They love us sight unseen. If we are not so lucky, the people who know about us may be quite upset, frantic as a matter of fact, but it doesn't matter. We will still grow. There is a power, a force of life in and around us that loves us even though the people around us are frantic. It is that force of life around us that helps us grow. The help is free. It asks for nothing in return. And you know what? Even though we look pretty weird floating around in the dark, the force stays with us, showering us with love. It is this force of life that ensures that all of our important parts are in the right places. It is this energy of life that makes sure we have enough to eat. This forceful energy protects us in the dark, moves us through it while we are on the inside so that we can make it on the outside. The energy I am referring to, the energy that has been with us and in us since our beginning, is the spirit of the divine. Once we are born, we forget all about this divine energy of life that once put us together. Perhaps it's because we cannot see this energy with our eyes. It is much like the currents of electricity that move through the wires of the television. We plug the set in, push the button, and presto, there's a picture. We know there is a hidden power at work, but we don't really think about it. We hardly ever talk about it. We also know that if we do not plug the television set in or turn it on, it will do absolutely nothing. We realize that the invisible presence of electricity will produce what we desire. The power of the divine works in exactly the same manner. Its invisible presence is the energy we need in order to be activated. When a television is activated, it will produce currents of sound that can be heard and light that can be seen. You, on the other hand, must turn off all currents of sound and light in order to get plugged in. The act of meditation is the best way to get plugged in and turned on to the power of the divine. Going back to the beginning, have no eyes, no ears, no voice, know nothing, do nothing, be nothing. This is the best description of meditation I can offer. You must be able to allow yourself to float in a sea of darkness. This means you must learn to let go. Let go of all the thoughts about yourself, your responsibilities in life, your opinions about yourself, your desires, and your fears. Meditation enables you to let go of what you know. In order to meditate, you must accept that the invisible power, the force of life that moves through you, will provide everything you need. Think of it this way. You floated around in the darkness of the room for 9 months and turned out okay. It is so difficult to return to that state for 5, 10, or 15 minutes a day. Is it not worth a try? I have not kept count of the number of times people have said to me, I don't know how to meditate, or it's hard to meditate. I feel stupid just sitting there doing nothing. For those who feel that way, I offer this suggestion. You are not doing nothing, you are plugged in. You are activating the power. You are remembering from whence you came. You are moving yourself out of the way and allowing the divine force of life to move into your being. It will be difficult only if you think of it as difficult. When I first started to meditate, I had an elaborate plan: candles, incense, a special mat, and a garment. It would take me 20 minutes to get ready to sit down. Once I did, I had expectations. I wanted to float like a swan I had once studied with. I wanted to float like the Swami I had once studied with. My goal was to focus my energy and attention to such a degree that my 140-pound butt would be lifted off the mat. Needless to say, it never happened. It did not because I was busy trying to make it happen. I took a desire into the act of meditation that kept my mind so occupied that it never got still enough for me to plug into the power that would help me float. Be still and know. Stillness is the key. Still the mind, still the body, still the need to be anything in order to get plugged in. Once you're plugged in, the power is activated. The energy begins to move. Anything you need to know, you will know. If there's anything you need to do, you will be instructed. You may see nothing, you may not. You may hear something or you may not. No matter what does or does not happen, you will know you've been activated, energized, and renewed. How will you know? Trust me, you'll know. And the evidence will not be the same for everyone. I'm tempted to give you instruction about how to breathe, how to sit, where to sit. I will resist that temptation because I suspect the instructions will confuse you into thinking there is a right way and a wrong way. There are those who will tell you to focus on a word. For some, that is a good place to start. Others will say you should chant aloud or mentally. That also works. In the past, I have said you must breathe deeply, rhythmically, in order to still the mind and access the power of the divine. I still believe that, and I know it works for me. However, because I believe more in the necessity to meditate than I do in any one correct way to do it, I will say simply be still and know there is a universal power seeking an outlet through you. The instrument of this power is your mind. When you still the mind to all outside influences and eternal chatter, the power will become activated. Be still and know there is nothing more important than the time you spend in the presence of the universal power. For those few moments of the day, people must leave you alone. You must give yourself up and over to the invisible force of life. The result of this stillness, silence, and act of trust will be growth. You will grow in mental ability and spiritual understanding. You will grow in awareness and ability. You will grow in consciousness. You will grow in your divinity. I do offer you one small suggestion. I suggest that you begin all meditation with prayer. It has been said that prayer is when we talk to the divine and meditation is when we listen. Let's read that sentence again. It has been said that prayer is when we talk to the divine and meditation is when we listen. If we begin by talking to the divine about what we would like to know, we will receive the appropriate response. Getting a response, however, must not be the goal. When we must know that once the need is put forth in the form of prayer, the response will be forthcoming. It may not come today, but it will come. When we take goals into meditation, we run the risk of being disappointed or discouraged. I would also suggest that meditation becomes the primary source of spiritual. All right, let's start that sentence over. I would also suggest that meditation. Okay, okay, it's late. I cannot get silly because I'm getting tongue tied. Okay, let me get the right distance and the right lighting. Here we go. I don't know where I am now. When we take goals into meditation, we run the risk of being disappointed or discouraged. I would also suggest that meditation becomes the primary source of spiritual nourishment in your life. In the same way we feed our bodies 3 times a day, we should feed our spirit. Just as we would never consider running our car without gas, we should not consider running our lives without the power of the divine. Think of meditation as a pit stop. You must stop every now and then to check in, making sure all systems are go. All right. Prayer is when you talk to God, and meditation is when you are listening. Very good, Tracy Ann. Very good. Okay. Now that you heard it and then you typed it, you're most likely to remember it, Tracy Ann. That's real good. Now, the next section for the reading tonight is the commentary journal. So, this is what I wrote using the prompt that Iyanla gave me. It says, after reading today's commentary, I realize now I can't read my writing, something when we're left alone to, grow in the room, when we are left alone to grow in the womb and not think of anything but God, this is meditation. I wrote, the divine's invisible presence is what I need to be activated. I must turn off everything to get plugged in and get tuned into the power of God. The next prompt said, the key phrase or phrases I want to remember and work with today are know nothing, do nothing, be nothing when you meditate. Pray first, believe in the divine force of life moving through my body. He will provide everything I need. All right. Hi, ladies. Got some charge. Hi, Q Scott. Okay, the next section is morning meditation affirmations. So I would read that first couple, that part at night, and then in the morning I would wake up when I was going through this book, and this is what it says. I know there is only one life, one power, one mind, one spirit of universal intelligence, wisdom, and judgment. I know this life, power, mind, spirit is all knowing, all powerful, unlimited, abundant, joyous, and peaceful. I know that this presence moves in my being as the true essence of what I am. For this, I am grateful. I know that right here and right now, the power and presence of the universal mind, the spirit of life, is moving through my being, connecting all fragments of thought and emotion into a constant flow of divine intelligence. I know that right here and right now, the unlimited healing presence of the divine mind is infusing my entire being with its light, its love, its perfection. For this, I am so grateful. I know that right here and now, all that is good, all that is divine is at my disposal. and that I am willing to be used as a vessel for the divine to spill forth its goodness, peace, well being, and love for my own betterment and betterment of all mankind. I now wipe clean my emotions and my mental self in order that I may be filled with the light, love, intelligence, and wisdom of divine truth of life. This I am so grateful, and so it is. Let me remember. Meditation is not hard. Meditation is necessary. Everything I need or need to know is available to me in stillness. When I am still, the power of the divine is active. Let's read that again. When I am still, the power of the divine is active. If I want to be activated, I must plug in. In stillness, there is knowing. In stillness, there is knowing. All right. The next section is the evening meditation journal, and this is what I wrote. The prompt says, I was not able to meditate today because I did meditate today. I was overloaded. I was stressed about the lawyer dialoguing. I was snapping at Bren. I was irritable. I was not me. I have to be one with the universe. The next prompt said, when I am able to meditate, I feel like I'm trying so hard to stop thinking. I know what I need to do. I must keep at it. The third journal prompt says, I believe meditation is necessary or unnecessary because. I said, I believe it is necessary because it calms me, focuses me, centers me, keeps my mind on one thing or no thing, teaches me to rest. Thank you, God, for the meditation of, can't read that word. Thank you for the not so, I can't read that either. Thank you for the new earrings. Thank you for mailing the lawyer. Thank you that I didn't answer the phone. Thank you for blessing saying what Bren wanted to call her dad, it looks like it said. So, okay, that was an interesting day for me then. All right, you guys, that ends the reading for today on meditation. Let's see what Q Scott said. I'm looking forward to reading your book on my date with God tomorrow after church. I put it next to my purse so I don't forget. Well, Q Scott, that's super cute. I'm with you. I'm with you now. I'll be with you in the morning when you grab your purse. I'll be with you in the car after church and you reading that book. So we get to spend time together. So that's really nice. I like that. I really do. What did you guys think of this day on meditation? Were you able to hear something or inspired to try meditating? I know it helped me a lot. When I was working through things, it really did. It really, really did. It really did. Is anybody sleepy? Let's see. Is anybody, are you guys all in bed and everybody tucked in? Thank you for that. That reminded me to add to my gratitude journal just now on my phone. Okay, Acacia said she's going to try it. That's real good. Let me scroll back up here a little bit. Okay, someone said your voice is soothing enough. Greetings, Coach. Okay, Acacia came in the room. That's nice. Lisa says hi to everybody. Okay, go Acacia, little music. Prayer is when you talk to God, and meditation is when you listen. All right. Yes, the Bible says to meditate on the word. Yeah, meditate day and night. So that's real good. All right, you all. Hopefully, you're going to sleep soundly. I'm trusting that you will and believing for it. So I might go live in the morning to do the New Testament read with me at 7 o'clock. So that's the plan. But if not, it'll get uploaded before I leave for church in the morning. Lisa H said she's going to try it. She's going to try to meditate. Very good. And you know what? Just your willingness, God likes that, That's going to honor him. That honors him. I will meditate on the word tonight. All right, Lisa smiles. That's good. And Lisa smiles. You're living up to your name. You're making me smile. You're making me smile. Those impersonations, I'm telling you, they're real good. Have sweet sleep in the Lord, ladies. Acacia said good night. So someone put a little bed there in prayer hands. All right, I love you all. I really do. Remember that true healing begins with self-love. Why? Because God is love and he lives on the inside of you. All right, you guys. I hope everybody's all tucked in, nice and snug. See you tomorrow. Bye.